Hey Aries, welcome to Black Star Tarot. What you guys up to? This is your law of attraction. Let's see what you're attracting in at this time that you're watching the video. Energy shifts, energy changes, thoughts change, people change, situations change. So we're going to see what's going on around you at this time. Okay, remember to like and subscribe to the channel. Comment if you feel the need. Okay, I'm here. I read, I watch. All right, it says, I will tell my story as I want it to be. I know that's right. I will tell my story as I want it to be. For some of you, you and another, okay, because we have a two, and twos talk about connections, bringing two things together. All right, so some of you could be starting a business, a partnership. You could be teaming up. It don't matter, right? You're telling your own story. I like this. I'm bold stuff. Aries, this is so like you. Bold as you want to be. This is my life. Do what I want to do. Do it how I want to do it. Ain't nobody telling me, how I'm going to live. I like this energy. It feels free. Fiery, but free. Okay? Fiery, but free. Let's read it. Okay? All right. It says, if you let your dominant intention be to revise and improve the content of the story you tell every day of your life, it is our absolute promise to you that life will become that ever improving story. For by the powerful law of attraction, the essence of that which is like unto itself is drawn. It must be. Well, that's declaring. That's right. That's what they be talking about. Like when you go to church, you gotta, what is the word? You gotta declare it, right? Honestly, some bold stuff. Those are the words of a God, right? If you're willing something into existence right now, it shall be, and so it is. You know what I'm saying? That's the energy that I'm getting for this, and so it is. So I like this. It can't get no better than this. Let's see what else we have for you. It's gonna be an easy reading. So we have acceleration. I know that's right. I know that is right. So Aries, momentum is building. Your actions are creating rapid change. Ride the wave of progress today. Stay aligned and keep up the pace. So we can actually stop the reading right here, but just for shits and giggles, we're going to go ahead and pull some more cards because it says everything. Things are speeding up. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is that you want, you got it. All right. That's the bottom line. And no, this isn't going to be for everybody. But for those of you who are like refusing to be kicked around, particularly at this time, you're like, no, this is what I want and this is what I shall have. I will have it my way. I don't like mayonnaise on my sandwich. Don't put it on there. I don't want this particular energy in my life. Make it go away. That's what you have this month, Aries. Things are kicking up, speeding up. Oh, look at this. I like this. This is really beautiful. You got a lot of abundance coming in. A lot of creative energy. That's what this is. This is being around others. This is celebrating. Look, you're working hard on something. You're manifesting what it is that you want by all means necessary. I like that. By all means necessary, with or without the help of others. Although some of you are working with somebody else because I see them there in the Three of Cups. All right. But this is celebration. This is friendships. This is creativity. It's actually you're having a good time working with somebody here, honestly. They're helping you move things forward, right? The more the merrier for some of you. Okay. What else do we have? I do feel marriage here. Anyway, Four of Wands. Some of you could be working in your home. Doesn't have to be. All right. But we know what the Four of Wands represents. It represents, once again, celebration, stability, a happy home, prosperity, right? Lots of joy, rest, success, harmony, being in a place where you ain't worried about nothing. You're just doing your own thing, right? And by you minding your business, doing your own thing, diligently working on you, or for some of you, you're working with others, 2 or 3 people. You could be working with somebody that you're married to. You understand? Like the 2 of you are creating your own personal story, the way you want, your life to be. That's actually very beautiful. Very nice. This is a good way to use like that manifestation energy. I like the way this feels. I feel like you're tapping into those skills that you need. Like you're putting all your concentration into what it is that you want to see. Like the way you want your future to be, right? If you want to drive around in the most expensive car in the whole wide world, then so be it. You're going to work towards doing that. And ain't nobody going to steer you from it. And what's crazy is that whatever it is that you're doing or about to do is going to work. All right. You have acceleration and you have the 4 wands. I like it. It's a wrap, right? This is over. How the way that things used to be and the way that things that you want them to be is slowly coming to an end. Okay? This is the ending of something here. And the beginning of something new. All right? So the page comes in with all kinds of messages. I love the page of swords. It's just such a refreshing energy when he shows up. All right? Because if you're waiting for ideas, here they are. Right? If you're waiting for communication, here it is. All right. If you know, it kind of just brings that energy of ambition, you know, really getting in there and doing the work that you have to do to figure out what it is that you need to make things work. Okay. Watch out though, because there could be someone, you know, spying on you. All right. So we have the 9 of Swords now. This energy isn't so, you know, so light and happy, but I like it because, you know, it tells me that a lot of you have been maybe worried maybe about your future here for some. All right, so you know, that's a little worry. I never hurt nobody. Okay, it's okay to worry. It's okay to be up at night trying to figure out what your next move is. All right, so I can see where some of you may be losing a little sleep. All right, maybe a little anxiety, maybe a little worry. Or for others of you, it's just, you know what, I want something new, right? I don't want to do this. So things are progressing. I see that here. You know, I feel like whatever it is that you were doing, you're no longer doing anymore. Whatever it is that you were thinking, you're no longer thinking that anymore. You know, you've pretty much figured it out. Like you have new ideas and you have some new information coming your way. To me, cards. Okay. All right. So I like this. You're kicking booty. That's what you're doing. Mentally. Look, I know. What is this? That's not all the new ideas. Look, and then you have the Fool. So this is... you're doing your thing, Aries. This is the bottom line. So guys, if you're waiting to hear some good news, there it is. All right, you got the Ace of Swords, and the Ace of Swords is all about new beginnings, new opportunities, breakthroughs, ideas. You know, you're actually figuring something out here, and that's what I like. Number one, you've made the decision that, you know, you're not going to worry about what tomorrow brings because you're going to create it on your own, right? You're not really worried about it. Like, I can see that you're in control of all of this. All right, the thing is, you know, you have to figure out, you know, what it is that, you know, you're going to do. You're going to get the breakthrough you need because it's here. Okay. So whatever you've been doing, whatever you've been working on, however you've been receiving your money, that may change or it's going to enhance in some way, whatever that means to you. All right. There's new creativity here. The Fool brings all kinds of stuff with him. Okay. This guy don't care. He's just going to go out there, put all his faith into what it is that he's doing. And he just knows it's going to work out. All right. The Fool tells you to have faith in what you're going to do. For some of you, this will be a quick change up. All right. For others of you, whatever it is that you're starting, I just feel like you know what you're doing, but it feels so spontaneous. Like it almost feels like fool's play, you know. So whatever you're working on may be playful, may be fun, you know, it may be spontaneous. For others of you, you don't really have a clue, you know, what it is that you want to do. You just want to work on something new because you just have the energy, the creativity, and I feel like Source is nudging you to do so. Okay, so you got some good energy coming in. You're attracting in everything that it is that you want. And I like the fact that it has this feeling of freedom and fun and, you know, just, you know, maybe a little risky even, you know, but that's okay because I think you're going to enjoy yourself along the way. And once again, Aries, this is so you. Okay, so congratulations on your new adventure. It's definitely going to work out for you. And even if it's not as successful as you want it to be, it's still going to be fun. Okay, but I see you working on this here. So I think everything is about to speed up and you're going to really enjoy this new project.